All right, students, we're going to do some calorimetry here. We're going to find the calories in a single cheese puff. So I have my setup here, and what you need to note, though you can't see, is I have 100 milliliters of water in this can, and that is going to be the same as 100 grams. And we're taking an initial temperature reading of the water. There we go. Remember, go to the tenths place. So not quite 23, go the tenths place here. All right, I expect your measurement to the tenths place, and that's before I do anything. That's the initial amount of temperature, average kinetic energy of my water. I'm going to light the cheese puff on fire. It's going to warm up the water. We're going to see a temperature change and use that to calculate the calories in the cheese puff. So again, notice I have 100 grams of water in the can. A calorie is the amount of heat it takes to raise 1 gram by 1 degree Celsius, but I have 100 grams. So I will take my temperature here, but I'm going to have to multiply it by 100 to get the calories. And that's not food calories, that's lowercase c calories. But we'll come to that in just a moment. So I'm going to light my cheese puff here on fire. Okay, so my cheese puff is burning. And while it's burning, I'm going to stir gently and slowly. I'm just being sure my thermometer is not resting on the bottom of the can. I don't want the temperature of the bottom of the can. I want the temperature of the water in the can. And my cheese puff is hopefully going to stay on fire. We'll see. Okay. I can already tell I'm going to need to relight my cheese puff. We're going to try again. Okay. That looks like it should do it. So here we go. And it's definitely possible that the water is going to continue to warm up even after the cheese puff is out. So we're going to be watching that final temperature carefully. Making sure my thermometer is not resting on the bottom, but is in the water that I'm gently stirring. My cheese puff is almost out. I'm going to start looking at temperature in just a moment here. Hopefully it catches that last little bit on fire. We're going to see. It may not make it. I may need to relight that last little bit there. Oh. Maybe. Is it gonna make it? No, it didn't make it. Okay, I just want to relight this last tiny bit. Be sure all of my cheese puff is burnt up. There we go. Okay, so last little bit of my cheese puff is being burnt now. Yeah, like it didn't look like a lot was left, but clearly a lot of cheese puff was left. And now it's out. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the temperature now, and at the moment, I'm almost to 30, but I'm going to make sure that I continue until I see it moving downward, because it could still continue to warm up. So I'm going to be pausing here and check it. It looks like we've hit 30 and are plateauing, but we're going to stir gently and keep checking. Sorry, I keep pulling it away. There we go. Okay. Stirring the water gently, making sure I'm not resting the thermometer on the bottom. Yeah, we have hit 30. It is not going any higher. Now remember, you're supposed to measure to the tenths place. That's what these thermometers do. Okay, so my final temperature is that. Measured to the tenths place. Now a reminder, I have 100 grams of water in there. So the temperature change tells me not the regular amount of calories, but tells me the amount of calories if I multiply by 100. Because I got 100 grams of water to heat up that much. Now, let's talk food calories, okay? Because the bag, we're going to head over here. The bag says a cheese puff is 7.62 food calories. Those are kilocalories. Those are capital C calories. So the difference between a regular calorie and a kilocalorie is obviously a factor of 1,000. So you will need to take the regular calories that we just calculated over here, and you're going to need to divide by 1,000 to turn them into food calories to compare with that number there. So there you go. You should have the information you need to complete the lab. Good luck.